our distinguished MPs and honorable ministers and deputies, our colleagues from the NCC, our colleagues from the British High Commission, distinguished consultants, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I bring you very warm greetings from the leadership of UNDP, the United Nations Development Programme, and it's a joy that you have joined us today for this very important workshop. We see this as a very important and transformative two-day residential capacity workshop for members of Parliament. The workshop aims to enhance the leadership and governance skills of female MPs and empower participants to derive inclusive policy making. A week ago, a number of female ministers and deputies were in this very room engaging on some of these issues with our regional director. And for us, we didn't think that it was enough to just leave the conversation to the ministers, but to bring on board our various female MPs to be part of the conversation and to lead the charge in promoting gender equality. This initiative, as we've been told, is funded by the Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office, or the British High Commission, and the United Nations Peace Building Fund. This marks an important step in our shared journey towards gender equality, inclusive governance, and a more vibrant democracy in Ghana. Women's equal participation and leadership in political and public life are essential to achieving the Sustainable Development Goals by 2030. In Ghana's ninth parliament, and as Kathy indicated, women hold just 14.5% of the seats, which reflects a very marginal progress and falls significantly below the approximately 26% that is expected. We've also been told that the passage of the Affirmative Action Act marks a very historical step towards gender parity. I will say that the legislation marks progressive measures, and yet without all the necessary legislations that have to accompany the act, we're not going to move anywhere. The success of the act hinges on the capacity of leaders like you to translate it into action. This workshop is a cornerstone in translating that commitment into action by equipping you, our female MPs, with the cutting-edge skills and strategies which aim to catalyze a new era of inclusive governance that resonates across Ghana and beyond. As United Nations Development Programme, we see gender equality as a key priority under the SDGs. And our focus is on creating equal opportunity for women and girls who have long been marginalized. Especially relevant in Ghana, where women continue to be underrepresented in decision-making roles, as shown in a number of research studies we have undertaken focused on women participation in leadership and peace building. We've done a number of these studies, especially in northern Ghana, and the results show that a lot more women are out of the space on leadership and decision making, as well as peace building. So it's important we take the very steps from here going forward. I would say that the journey to parity is fraught with challenges, and you all know different studies have shown that women in politics globally face twice as many obstacles as their male counterparts, including gender-based discrimination, limited access to funding, and societal stereotypes. In the case of Ghana, The barriers are compounded by cultural norms and political financing challenges that often disadvantages women candidates. And I'm sure you all here can say more about that than myself. As I indicated, our objective here today is to create a platform where women MPs can form strategic alliances to advance gender equality within Parliament. Additionally, this initiative seeks to strengthen the leadership and governance capacities of our female MPs, enabling them to drive inclusive policy making, enhance civic engagement, and promote transparency and accountability. I would say that this workshop is not an end point, but a very important launch pad. The skills you hone here will ripple forward, influencing policy debates, inspiring constituents, and mentoring the next generation of female leaders, a point which Clara also made. There's a need for you as our leaders here today to make a commitment to mentor other female leaders going forward. As we reflect on the work ahead, let us be guided by the words of Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, Africa's first elected female head of state. And I quote her, "If your dreams do not scare you, they are not big enough," unquote. Let me leave you with this charge. Your participation here is a commitment to Ghana's future. By empowering yourselves, you empower a nation. You are not just parliamentarians. You are architects of a democracy where every voice is heard, every leader is equipped, and every citizen thrives. UNDP stands with you, as do our communities and the world, watching with anticipation as you lead Ghana towards a more inclusive tomorrow. Finally, I would like to once again thank the British High Commission and the Foreign Commonwealth Development Office and the United Nations Peace Building Fund for making this workshop possible, and also to thank our colleagues, the National Commission for Civic Education, for their partnership in this endeavor. Thank you very much.